We got some good comments.
I love that you're talking so they can hear you anyway. All right, ciao ragazzi, welcome back to the Bianconeri. I should have been like, hey man, shut up, the thing's on. Anyway, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone, the old lady's favorite YouTube channel. Anyway, I apologize. I know I'm being late. I'm really late. I had a big work thing going on before this, and then also it was a mess. Julian dropped for a second. It happens.
Yep.
So what's up, everybody? I don't know. We don't really have much to talk about today. I don't really know what there is to really talk about. Nothing much going on. Let me say hi to some people real quick, and then we'll get going. What's up, Peta? Peta? What? What's
Mike's
up?
a bit loud, apparently.
My mic?
Yeah.
What's loud about it? What's so loud? All right, Fix. I'm turning it down. Well, Julia was telling me it was too quiet earlier, so let me know. Is that better? I turned it down, or am I just screaming? Whatever. What's up, Pitta? What's up, Michael? How you doing, my guy? Julian. That's you. Never mind. What's up, Jeremy? Let's see. Let's make sure we got everybody else. That's you. That's you all. Timothy, John Stewart of The Daily Show, Giuliano. I'm pretty sure. Clement. I haven't read any of these, so I apologize. Brian, I saw you in here. You're banned. So he's banned for the future. Anyway, okay. Yeah, we're on. Yeah, we're on now. Yes, Ball Guy is back. Danielle, I can't tell if Danielle likes me or if he's my enemy because he's commented some other things in the chat. So I'm not sure which one it is, but we'll figure it out. Anyway, what's up, guys? We have a lot to talk about. Sure, today it is. At least I thought I had titled it. Here we go. Ronaldo is out of here, and it is what it is. I'm not gonna say that I'm super excited about it, or I'm not going to say that I'm upset about it, but you gave some hot takes yesterday. I was on the road, and I tuned in. I tuned in just to see what was being said, and you had some, okay, I just want to go, I want to see if anybody else caught this. I said this, you didn't read it properly in the chat, but I'm going to say it. You literally said, okay, come on, guys, we want to be classy. He's leaving. We want to be classy. Also, you, 5 minutes earlier, said Ronaldo's a dickhead.
He's a dickhead.
So I don't know which one it is. I don't know which one it is.
You don't have to burn his jersey. You don't have to burn his jersey. You just appreciate what he did. The last 5 months, he's been a dickhead, and that's what we're going to take out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, I forgot to say it, guys. If you're new here, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, then hit that like button. Bell icon's good to stay notified for everything that we do here. Anyway, so the main story that we have of the day, the story that I guess I woke up to it, but not really. I don't know exactly what time it really all came to fruition, but the Man City was out by the time that I really was checking my phone today. Yesterday it was all Man City. It's here we go. It's about done.
Yep.
And the next thing you know, Man United came back in, got their guy back. So basically the story we have, Romeo Guidetti is saying Ronaldo joins United on a 2-year deal. Juventus will get around 28 million euros for the player as requested. Your thoughts? Because I know I tend to dominate when I am here, so I'm gonna not. Yeah.
I got 4 points, so. Maybe not 4. They kind of tie into each other. Mm-hmm. We got 28 million euros for a dude who already left training. That's one. Mm-hmm. He's already gone. He's stopped training with us. He already left. And
he abandoned.
He forced himself out of the club. So that's point 1. We got 28 million euros for that guy. Point 2. He has 1 year left on his contract. Perfect. 28 million euros. Beautiful. Yeah. Point 3. He's 36, turning 37 years old. Perfect. 28 million euros. Yep. Point 4. No other club was willing to pay that money. So Man United were bidding against themselves. 28 million euros. Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, and more than overall, the whole conversation was it's either, for what I heard, at least from what I got from it, was Man City or PSG or nobody. And then Man United comes in. I do have one conversation that I do want to bring up here in just a sec. That is related to this. It's the name that your cousin likes to bring up. I do want to bring that one up. That's what I want to talk about. But there's a lot of people giving Ronaldo a lot of. I can't tell if it's hate or whatever. I have so many different thoughts that I want to hit on. But the first one, it's just the whole situation, the way it went down. I want to say Ronaldo. He's a solid player. He's a great player. He's a great player. What he brings on the field is great.
Yes.
The attitude was, at least what I would say, the last 6 to 7 months was horrendous.
Yes.
It was terrible.
Yes.
It was what I described the Ronaldo fan base as. It was almost a cancer to the team. Like, you can see the frustration out there. Compare that or contrast that with Federico Chiesa or any players like that. Chiesa is just my main guy that I look at. Now Locatelli seems like he'll be that kind of guy. The energy, the excitement, the passion that they bring to the club. I mean, even Weston McKennie when he's out there, who people like to hate on right now, it seems like, or at least there's Weston McKennie. It's either you're battling for him or for some reason he's too immature for you because he does a Harry Potter celebration. I don't know. Or maybe they just don't like Americans. I don't know what it is. Anyway, but you have to. What has to be said? The last 5 days or however many days it's been. I guess it was the last 5 days of the Mercado. You literally went through this entire thing. I talked about it a little bit yesterday in our UCL commentary. We had a small group of people there for it, so I'll just basically give my take of. You had the entire Mercado where he literally said from the beginning, "Hey, I want to go through and deal with the Euros, and then we will talk about it." Yep. Well, Euros came. He got his ass kicked by Belgium, sent back home. Anyway, maybe I'll go a little hard on him. But at the most part, you were out of the Euros, and the next thing you know, he comes back, and we're sitting here waiting, and the next thing you know, it's Contenassa time. He's at Contenassa. We were told if he's coming in, he's staying here. No problems. He's going to finish out his last season, which I'd expect most people to do. You're getting paid 30 million euros a year. You can do that. And then it's literally like everything seemed, I don't want to say everything seemed like it's fine, but what was it, right before the last match, before the Udinese match, Ronaldo wants to sit out. He's going to pout on the bench because he wants to...
He did the Bologna thing all over again.
Yeah, well, I didn't like that there wasn't anything coming out, like, how hard of it, like, I don't fully understand the play there. Like, how hard was it just to be like, hey, I want out of here. I respect my time here. I appreciate my time here. If I can make a move before the season starts, I would like to do it. All you have to do is that, and I don't think anybody has really that much of an issue. I think a lot of people were ready for Ronaldo to move on. Should I put... I feel like I should put mine on. I have it right here, too. We can just be twins. Twins over here watching it. Anyway, one sec. Get my mind back where I was going. Okay, so we have all this situation that goes on with this, all the nonsense with Man City, whatever. We're ready for him to move on. Oh, the post that was put out of, guys, please quit speculating about my future. Quit talking about my future and whatever here. I'm training, I'm whatever. And then, I'm like, hey, dude, everybody's fucking right. Like, we're all fucking right. You want out. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Just the people defending him for putting the picture in black and white, are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. Just to try and relate that to Juventus. Are you kidding me? Like, how much of a sucker are you?
It was.
Oh my god.
I mean, it was just a shitty tactic, and that's one thing that I talked about here, and that just didn't make sense to me. Is overall, like, if you want to just come in and I felt like ease the waters or whatever you want to say, whatever term you want to use, but just to make things all right with Juventus, who was your current payroll. Just throw in a fucking Forza Juve. Like, I don't need to use that many F-bombs today. But I'm just saying, like, how hard is that? My point is that I brought this stuff over and over and over, so I don't need to keep saying it. But, like, coaches, players in the United States do this all the time. This is my, I'm happy here. This is my job. Go whatever. Forza Juve, whatever you want to say at the end. He could have just done that. Like, I don't care who your publicist is. Do you think this looks any better now? To me, it doesn't make a difference. Maybe there'll be some people that would be pouting about it, but to me, that's commonplace. That happens all the time. So one of the first things, so we wake up this morning, Man City pieced out because they wanted him for free, which is stupidity. Did they expect Juve just to be like, you can have him for free. We don't need a dime. We're good.
I don't know what the heck they were thinking. If it was a Mendes, like his agent thing, maybe he just planted the poison into the Man City, and then United's like, oh, okay, let's hop on that. I have no idea. But I don't know what Man City's thinking. Free, no way.
The only thing I can think is if they're like, we can force their hand. Like, we'll just force it. If Ronaldo cleans out if he goes full Eminem, cleans out his closet, and leaves, there's nothing they can do. He's not going to play for them. So what they can do couldn't keep paying him. It's like, no, bro, that's not how this contract works here. Juve can tell him, get his ass back here and play. Like, or whatever you have to do. Anyway, he goes back to Man United, which is probably, in the end, we talked about, we spent the entire early Mercado, and we probably spent a lot of last year talking about it. So Man United would be a perfect place for Ronaldo to go back right off into the sunset, into his final days of his career. And then I was like, okay, here's the topic that I wanted to bring up. So Pogba was never on the table. It was never
Apparently
brought up. I don't know. And when I say this is, of course, you can at least say, hey, Juventus asked for Pogba, and then Man United said, no, we good.
Yeah.
So there's two ways that I want to know, and I want to go and I can take this. I understand we have other things we can talk about. Thank you, Danielle. Appreciate that. I have a name. It's Justin. I say it literally every freaking day. I mean, bald guy doesn't upset me, but it's fine. I have a name. I have a designation. Anyway, sorry, I just saw that one fly through there. Anyway, the whole situation with Pogba, what I didn't understand is either one, did Juventus say, hey, let's put out some feelers? They shut that down real fast. Said, no, Pogba's not going anywhere this year. We want to have him. And you're going to lose Chris one way or the other. This is so we can play a little bit more hardball than we would.
Yeah.
Or, and I don't want to be this guy, but is it a situation where Juventus has already talked to Pogba and they're like, hey, can we get you for free next year? Something like that. Or is it just Pogba and Ronaldo we're getting anti-Juve of this is the dream that Juventus wanted to do, is to have Ronaldo here and then bring Pogba back and to have them execute. Not really a dream, but you know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, what are your thoughts on that when I bring that up? Or do you think I'm just being an ass and it makes no sense?
No, I think you're right about the part where they should have just floated the idea around at least. The management should have been like, yo, Glazers, what about Pogba? You don't have to pay for anything. It's cheaper. You lose some wages, but you're obviously now you have both wages on your books, Pogba and Ronaldo. But they can't really give up that quality of a center midfielder.
No.
Man United, because they have the front-loaded attack, but like very, very limited players in midfield. So, and they'd be in the same situation as we are right now. Like, oh yeah, we lost a center midfielder. Who are we going to replace him with in 4 days? Right?
Yeah.
It's tough.
This guy. Oh yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry, it lagged for a second there.
I liked the bit. Yeah, I liked the bit. So they can't really replace Pogba in 4 days, so that might be a thing. But I don't even think we asked. So what it comes down to as well is I believe that I mentioned this yesterday, and I read a verified Twitter account. I know that's not the best source of information, but we still owe money on our Ronaldo original signing. We still owe Real Madrid some money. So maybe they're literally using this money to cover that, and the wages are what we can use for transfers.
Yeah, I didn't realize that, actually. I didn't realize that there was still money that was, needed to be allocated for that. Yeah, that was owed just because it's been not so long, because, it's only been 3 years. It's been a very short stint. We've also had people out here saying that that Ronaldo is now the greatest to have ever played at Juventus, which is just absolutely pathetic. I was going at it a little bit. I said it on Twitter. There were so many BS Juventus accounts, crying over this, saying, or also, doing the, just the whining, I'm so sad he's leaving. I'm like, dude, he was here for 2-ish years. I say 3 years, but he was checked out for a lot of this last year. And I was like, at the same time, what did he really? I don't know. I just never felt like he really brought what you expected from him overall. Again, I'm not going to spend this whole time just bashing Ronaldo, but you got to get your word in on some of the stuff that annoyed you. So that's basically what I was doing here for a second, since I was at work yesterday during the live video. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Let me get through some of these. Actually, let me see if I can pull something real quick. Do you have any really more takes on Ronaldo right now? Good for him going back to Juventus, or going back to not Juventus, Manchester United.
Good for him. He got what he wanted at the end of the day. Good for us. We lost a lot of wages, or our wage bill shrunk, so that's good. It just never worked. The timelines never met, and at the end of the day, we're gonna survive. We're gonna probably do well this year. And people saying, "Oh, where are we gonna get the 30 goals from?" We got plenty of people.
Yeah. You again. I don't want to say, because I don't want to oversell the performance against Bologna in the season last year. But I think if there's anything you could take from the Euro performance of Italy is how much chemistry matters to a squad. Yep. And you could say if you look at Italy, they don't have any superstars. I wouldn't call anybody. So maybe some players could become that. I could say the closest thing that I would view, and he's injured. He didn't even play for the team. Was a player like Zaniolo could become. he has the potential to become like a superstar. Didn't even play on the team, but like when you have a chemistry like that, it beats having that one superstar player. It's a team. It's just the epitome of like a team sport. Why? Like I know I've used the analogy of like Michael Jordan and Ronaldo. Use that to criticize him as well. So you can definitely come back at me with that. But at the same time, it shows that like one player is not enough to win you everything, to win you a Champions League.
Especially when there's 11 players on the field at once.
Yeah.
Like in basketball, you are star dominant, but in soccer or European football, like teams do well with not the best players all the time. Like Atalanta, they have no star players, but they're just a well-oiled machine. They play great football, and you're right. Chemistry has a massive deal for that.
Yeah, it does make a difference going forward. Danielle would like to ask, and I saw you're sorry. I'm kidding, man. I'm not really upset. I was just messing with you. He asked you to give us a hairstyle tutorial. I believe that it's called the Rugani, and it is a well-known hairstyle.
Little side profile.
Yeah, little side profile.
You get 1.5 on the sides. You say a little trim up top, and then you go whoosh.
Is that the wedding hair? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's
nice.
the wedding hair. Yeah.
Nice. I didn't know if there was a difference, honestly. I'm sure.
No.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the next topic before we really... I'm sorry, guys. We want to get to the chats, and we will get into the chat. There's a lot of them flooding in. I'm trying to keep up with everything, but if there's something that sticks out, if you really need to, like I've said, I'm not pushing for you guys to do it, but if you really need to, feel free to throw in a super chat, and we'll respond to that right away. But for right now, let's get into the next topic, which is the big topic of the day. Not my
hairstyle.
Yeah, not your hairstyle. I want to get rid of that one. And that's Juventus is now looking for a replacement striker or strikers to bring to the club for Ronaldo. And I will say again, Ronaldo fanboys, and they may not be here. Maybe they're gone. Maybe I can breathe a sigh of relief, and maybe we're not being attacked. Or if there are some, maybe there's some kamikazes still in the chat. Let me know. But anyway, as it looks right now, Moise Kean, we talked about it a little bit yesterday. Is that almost a lock, basically, that he's going to come?
Honestly, I'm going to knock on wood, but I'm locking that in.
Yeah,
it
seems
preparing my coach's corner.
So. Right? Yeah, we'll definitely get on that one for you guys. The thing that was like wild to me is that literally we went from. I remember that was a pipe dream of mine. Was the Moise Kean, bring him back to Juventus? I didn't mean as the main guy, obviously. Like this is. Moise Kean is not equal to Ronaldo when it comes to what you're bringing in. Danielle also asked you to donate hair to me. I'm good. I'm good, my guy. Honestly, what I'm trying to do right now is I would like to have. Let's see if I can just do something like that. That works. What I would like to do right now, for the most part, is to just laser it all off. If it's all gone and I don't have to shave it every other day, would be perfectly fine to me. Anyway. So we're looking at potentially two strikers. A lot of names have floated out. I talked about it in the news video that dropped, and I think YouTube did not push it pushed it, but it didn't notify anybody. When Alejandro dropped it early this morning for me. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I think so. The two names that are hot right now seem to be Moise Kean and then Mauro Icardi and his wife. And his wife, they're coming. So so she could be coming back, stealing your husband or whatever have you, or whatever's going on with that. Anyway, but then also, and that's one thing I brought up is, and I think you maybe, was it you who said it or whatever as well? It did feel like literally Di Marzio was just on there just reading a list of Italian strikers.
Yeah, he's literally going. He's going Raspadori, Kean,
Scamacca. Yeah.
Our producer is really on the Andrea Petagna train.
He is.
So
He's
I don't know why he loves him so much. I don't get it.
He loves Petagna. He thinks Petagna is the guy. And I don't know. And that's also a reason why he won't come on here and defend himself.
He won't show face.
His terrible takes. Hey guys, we got 74 people in here and only 36 likes. If we get those likes up, I'd really appreciate it. Then I'll actually get to reading more chats, I promise. If you could do that, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new here. Okay, anyway, let me just read it off. Romeo Gnesti, which is also the top source to talk anything when it comes to Juventus and their future, is saying that Juventus are thinking about Eden Hazard, as he is the number one target. The idea is to bring him in on loan. But also there's Kean, Icardi, all that. What would be your top option if you're looking at to bring into Juventus?
as in terms of those three names, or
No. I'm not. Sorry, I don't want to limit to just these three names because I'll be honest, Hazard.
Yeah, it's tough to see because who's available. Like if these all any deal that's going to get done, we're not signing anyone permanently. Yeah. We're going to get them in on a loan to start, and then obligation or options to buy at the end of the year. We're not getting anybody on a permanent deal. I can almost bank that. Kean, I think, is coming for sure. I'm almost positive. And apparently we're really pushing for Icard, and I don't mind that at all because he knows the league. He's at a decent enough age. He doesn't need many touches on the ball. He's a fox in the box. If the ball's around his foot, he's probably scoring. Mm-hmm. We have the guys that create those chances anyways, that like Quadrado, cross machine. Kulusevski's a good playmaker. Chiesa is a good playmaker. Dybala's a great playmaker. So a guy like Icard, he's everything that Morata isn't. If you combine Icard and Morata, that's a great striker. So I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah. No, okay, you're selling me a little bit. I know you did it a little bit earlier. You did a sell job for Icard. So your two were, so you're gonna have Kean, Ken, whatever. You're gonna have him as the first one, and then you'd have Icard then of all the names that you talked about. See, again, like I said, I'm not sold on Hazard. There are some names that interest me, and there's a little bit I know, and like I said, I have a shill bias when it comes to certain Italian players. I like some youth also bringing in. And this is more. I know. So, let me see. Somebody brought up the question, and I want to do it justice. I think at first I thought he said that I sold him on him. I was like, I hope not. I was just saying that I could see maybe potential in the future. Jeremy was saying, Justin, you kind of convinced. I'm not really convinced with Scamacca, but Julian isn't. So let's talk about it, please. I'm not sold with Scamacca. I would like to see if he has potential to develop more because he's a big body and whatever he brings there. But that's not really a guy I'm looking at. There are a couple other. Who was the other Italian player?
Raspadori.
Raspadori. That's one that it intrigues me a little bit because he's young and because he could have potential for the future. Again, I feel like, I mean, if you can't really compare him and Icard right now for what they've done, at all. So, basically, I guess I'm going with Icard. I just want to avoid Icard. Sorry, that's basically what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. The off the field stuff with Icard, like you haven't heard much since, right? No. Like I haven't heard much since he's been at PSG. So maybe he's matured. Wow, that'd be weird. Imagine that, you age and you mature. Man, Scamacca, Jeremy, dude, no chance. The guy can't score if his life depended on it. He's a big dude, but he does lose the ball. He has the hold-up play ability because he's such a big dude and strong dude, but his technical ability is not there. It's not Juventus quality. I think he got called up to the national team today. I don't understand why. I can't believe why. If we want a marquee signing, a name to replace Ronaldo for this last 4-day transfer window we have, it's Icard.
Yeah, that's about as close as you're gonna get.
Yeah. If we're being realists,
I would say, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's also why I'm looking at like cheaper options, loans per se, because you want to save that money for next Mercado, which is when you go full force. Hopefully, Juventus will go full force on a Haaland, on a Vlahovic, on a. Give me another option. Is there somebody else that really?
Those were the two. Else.
I was trying to think.
It has to be one of those two.
Yeah, hopefully they can land one of those two. If not, and that's also something to bring up too, I guess we could talk about this, is so it was as much as some of us maybe, and I know people were saying that people were celebrating Ronaldo leaving. I'm not celebrating Ronaldo leaving. No. I am breathing a sigh of relief that there's a lot of stuff that goes along with it. There it is. Clement was saying it's disrespectful to celebrate Ronaldo's departure. I'm not celebrating it, but at the same time what I'm saying is there's a lot of negativity that came along with it. There's a lot of positive that came along with it. He won a couple Cannonieri last year. But at the same time, it's more breathing a sigh of relief that we can move on and start back over. But to me, it's getting back to Juventus' roots. Getting back to, and you look at it already with Moise Kean potentially coming back. How many Italian players are going to come there? Other Italian names popping back on it. Not that it has to be Italian. It doesn't have to just be Italian players. But I do like to have the core be Italian core. Like you have, I mean, and also you Chiellini and Bonucci. hell of a Euros, and I know a lot of people are still trying to push them out the door, but like, I think they've earned at least a year of grace to see what they can do with Juventus as a duo together. But again, they're not going to be here forever. But it's good to have that core is what I'm saying with. And then also, like I said, if you get a Vlahovic, you get a Haaland as long with those guys in the future, then you're cooking. Then you're cooking with oil, or whatever you want to say, whatever dumb phrase. I don't know why my mind goes to those places to say those stupid phrases. Anyway, and then there's some people that say don't be disrespectful, and then these nuts are on fire, which he's been here since day one, but his name, I'm pretty sure that's what that is, says Ronaldo went out like a bee. I think he did it in a very disrespectful way to Juventus. The way he could have handled it could have been way better. Could have actually set Juventus up to prepare for this Mercado better, to go out and get better guys for the future to grow up on. I've also noticed, it's going to take a hit with this channel a little bit. I think we've lost a couple subs. I think that's because it may have been you and your 40 dislikes that you got yesterday for hating on Ronaldo. I'm kidding, but I think we're also clearing out some of the riffraff, but at the same time, there are good Ronaldo fans who I know that'll stay here too, that are also Juve fans now too, and I don't want to throw them all in a box. What I was saying though is basically I'm excited to see and hopefully that first match wasn't a great look, but hopefully to see what the future of what Allegri is going to bring back to when I say those Juventus roots with the program.
I saw a potential lineup for tomorrow. Without obviously Ronaldo's not included at all because he's totally gone now, and I'm still seeing a 4-4-2, and that's a little bit scary at this stage. We need to get these players in as quickly as possible and see what we have as a squad so Allegri can do what he needs to do. That's all I gotta say now in terms of squad, like preparing the squad for this upcoming season, because right now he has no idea what he actually has, so he has to just get 10 guys, or 11 guys. No, I'm going to say 10, because how can you trust the Chesney? He's got to get 10 guys ready to go for this next game, and then he has a whole international break to train the squad that he has.
Yeah, definitely. And that's also when you bring up Chesney or Chesney. I never know how to say it. Is it Chesney or is it Chesney? How do you say it? How do you say it?
Chesney.
I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it said multiple different ways. That's fair. That's a good point. I have seen people say basically, that's what's frustrating me the most is, like, to me, the one target of what it could have been and who I wanted was Donnarumma. And literally, if Ronaldo would have done this from the beginning, Donnarumma's a Juventus player. No? Does that seem fair to say? He's a Juventus player. I guess you still technically say you have to sell Chesney, but I think it's doable then. I think then you could try to float him out. You could try to maybe push Chesney out of the way and try to force his hand rather than be stuck with him as we're stuck with now and, losing games for us. Anyway, let's actually bring up the other topic of the day, which is that about Eden Hazard. So, and I'll let you get your thoughts if you have thoughts on this. Yeah, really thoughts that you want to get into, because I don't know. To me, it doesn't really interest me too much. I would hope not. We'll see. If they do bring him in, then I'll talk about it a bit more. I know that's not what we do here. There's no reason for me to say I'm not going to talk on it. I'm not going to put my foot down for that. Also, before I do, guys, if you're new here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'd appreciate you guys joining our community and what we're trying to build here, going on in the future. A more strictly black and white. Oh, that's black and white community. That sounds racist. I didn't mean that. I meant, you know what I meant. Juventus community, not a Ronaldo community. Jose Felix said Juventus are thinking about Eden Hazard. He is the number one target. His idea is to bring him in on a loan deal. I mean, no matter what, it's going to be a loan deal, whoever they're getting right now, especially this late in the Mercado. You don't have the finances to allocate to that, even if you have, if you're talking about Ronaldo's, the money that's coming in from him. So the floor is yours.
Okay, so regarding Eden Hazard, 4 years ago, obviously this would be way more exciting. But now we've seen what he's become. We saw flashes of his old self in the Euro Cup when he was fit, because he was very good in the Euro Cup when he was actually playing. But he can't seem to stay fit anymore. He's got how do I want to say this? A thick body to begin with, and now it's just got even thicker. if you know what I'm saying.
He's dummy thick.
You guys thought McKennie was thick. You thought McKennie was McChicken.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about Eden Hazard for a second. But on his day, when he's fit, when he was in his prime, he was a top 5 player in the world, easily. But right now, he's going to join the J Medical team if he comes. That's what he's going to do.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need more. That's one thing. J Medical does not need more of a workout in there. They don't need to have more of those players right now.
Yeah.
You need a guy who's going to come in who's actually going to be playing serious minutes now. Yeah, like you're not. This isn't just we want to bring somebody on. Oh, Julian wants Kevin Lasagna to replace Ronaldo. Not saying that
I've never said that once, but you said Patania.
I'm not saying that I want lasagna, but to me that is just here in America that's a fantastic Italian stereotype name because Kevin is nothing at all that you would expect, and then you throw lasagna at the end, and it's just the perfect Italian footballer name. Rizky says, please lock Wanda up in Paris. If we loan Icard, don't bring her here ever.
Again, I haven't heard anything. What's happened in Paris? Have you heard anything that's happened?
What do you mean about him? About Mbappe or any of that? No. Since she's been there, she's been on. I don't want to say lock and key because that sounds weird, but like she has not been. At least maybe I don't pay enough attention to PSG. You guys let me know in the chat if you've seen her causing a ruckus there. But no, I really haven't seen a lot of drama since then. I think maybe he turned a hoe into a housewife. I don't know. Maybe that's what he did. Maybe that's the situation. I don't know. Like I said, you and I talked about it before. We don't get into IG models. We do not do that here. We might get into that. We'll talk about it. I'll try to force the same. Ryan was asking what we thought of Scamacca. I'd rather get Kean than him. Yeah, I would as 100%. Well. I mean, Moise Kean or Kean. I see when I read it like that, I say Kean. But anyway, Moise Kean, he's a Juventus player. Like he literally is from Juventus, and I prefer to have that. So okay, what's CoCJ is saying? I saw that Raspadori said no to Juve because he's an Inter fan.
Okay, good. Stay there then.
Could be.
If that's the case, yeah.
I don't know. I think there could be so much nonsense that could come out about that. I don't know. What isn't Bernardeschi? Wasn't he an Inter fan? Isn't that what somebody said?
Is that what he's so shit for us?
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody let me know, but I thought I heard that before. So anyway, that's what it is. Let's see what else we got here. But I just to end that story though, just while we're on it. I don't have a lot of interest in Hazard. Is it Hazard? No. Whatever. I don't know. Don't have a lot of interest in him at all. We don't need another injured player. We need youth. We need somebody who's actually going to be able to play a lot of minutes. We need a duo that'll be able to come in and play a lot. So you have Moise Kean, who proved last year that he could do that at PSG. He was very successful.
He did a very good job.
Yeah, he was. I'm surprised that. I mean, I guess I can't be really surprised because they went and bought everybody. That's Mercado, so I can't really be that surprised that they sorry, I'm putting this up here. I know I'm supposed to do it in preview mode, but I'm too lazy. I was sure Alejandro was having a fit because I'm doing it on the where everybody can see it. Damn it, Liam, no, I have not seen the video of Chesney. You keep telling me and I keep forgetting. Also, whenever we do these lives, the reason I haven't seen it yet is we do these lives and literally from here it's like it's family time. I have to do it with dinner and stuff like that, and then with the kid and my wife until they both go to sleep, and then I get to come back and do stuff. So if you have a Twitter, follow me on Twitter and send me that, or just send me the link, and I'll watch it then, and I'll get to it tonight. Otherwise, I'm not really on anything else that I pay attention to. Smiley face says get Vlahovic or Haaland and buy a good left back. I was wondering how long it would take for somebody to bring up a left back because God knows we need a left back. Yeah. And I was telling him before, I was like, well, next year we know you're going after a big name striker, so that left back might go back another year before you go and get somebody else. I just have to keep pushing him back. Pellegrini's just gonna be in there. Anyway, they were also saying and another world class midfielder Pogba. Then we can say congrats. The UCLs, it's not gifted to him then, but yeah. Let's see. Before I'm going through some of these chats because I've neglected you guys today, and I want to make sure I actually get through a lot of them at least. But also, if you have any topics that you'd like to bring up that's really burning a hole in your head that you want to talk, we can do that.
In terms of the left back situation, like, guys, you don't have to spend big money for a left back. Just let it happen through osmosis, or if anything, like, we don't have to spend so much money on a left back. Something will happen. You'll appear out of nowhere. And we don't have to spend big. Just relax with the left back.
Yeah. Unless but the problem with me is there's just no like big target that's like, oh, that's obvious. Go after him.
Yeah.
I mean that's what main reason why it's not a big deal to me right now. Also, you had to go to signing. There's two I want to get to real quick. Syax says, ciao, Justin. Shout out Julian as well. Man, I was away for 1.5 days, and I returned to see all of these. I think it's for the best of both parties that we just could have got Donnarumma. Yes, and Sayak, weren't you the anti-Donnarumma guy before? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was somebody else. You might have been pro-Donnarumma, or said we were fine with Chesney. But yeah, absolutely. And then Francesco was asking, and I didn't push it. Francesco was asking how is it possible to have Kean and Icard together at Juventus? Please answer. So. Basically, it's just you're getting him on a loan, and also if Mbappe stays, is that right, and doesn't go to Real Madrid, is that why Icardi would move? Am I wrong in that assumption?
If they get a replacement, aka Haaland, then Icardi will be available. Kean is definitely coming. He's most likely coming. So both of them are possibilities because we have the wages now for that, and. It's like a love triangle. So, like, if Mbappe stays, Icardi comes, and next summer we have a chance to get Haaland because Icardi would be a stopgap 1-year loan. But if Haaland goes to PSG, we get Icardi, but we don't get Haaland next year.
Yeah.
So, best case scenario for us, Mbappe stays and Real Madrid doesn't actually buy him. Mm-hmm. We get Icardi for the year for a stopgap, and then next year we get Haaland. Or we try our best to get Haaland.
Yeah. So
the love triangle of the strikers.
So I did ask Alejandro, and he said, according to Sky Italia, they are reporting that supposedly Raspadori. He said confirmed Raspadori's an Inter fan, and then also said that or maybe he was talking about Bernardeschi. I can't remember. Maybe he meant Bernardeschi. But then he said that according to Sky, Raspadori did supposedly. They said he turned down Juventus. The idea of going there, which to me. Sounds like a dumbass move in my opinion, unless
good stay there, wait for Inter, go to hell.
But I mean, how many players have played for both or all three of the big three in Serie A? So it doesn't make sense to me, especially if you can get get that kind of pay raise from where you're going. Of course, Liam's coming in to say he hopes that Hazard is coming. So he did.
Belgium. He wants Witzel and Hazard.
Yeah, he did Witzel, he did him, and now who else does he do? I can't. There's somebody else I remember he brought up, but I can't. It's been a while. Let's see what else we got here, my guys. It's a lot of Hazard love. Yeah, and then Hazard.
Love?
Not love. Well, I just read like 3 people that said something positive. And then there's a lot of Hazard injury prone, all that. Oh, here we go. Here's all sport. Okay, let's have some fun. You are the epitome of garbage fans who make Juve look classless and cheap. Zero class. Go follow horse racing and hockey and leave Juve alone. Skip Bayless clowns.
I love hockey.
He also loves Skip Bayless.
You love Skip Bayless.
No, I don't. No, I don't like
Sharp.
No, I like. Oh, see, I don't like. I don't like Skip Bayless. I like the guys that are here that live. You talk about fanboys being toxic on Twitter. The two of you, Laurel and Hardy, are the most disgraceful, classless trolls in the Juve community. But you do know us. But you have heard of us. Anyway,
yeah, you do constantly watch and comment.
You are. Yeah, you're still here, and I mean, I appreciate that dislike. Like I said, that dislike still helps, guys. You think it does help? Anyway, no, I don't think we are, dude. We're not. I don't think any part that we said. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I do think so. It wasn't Bernardeschi that's an Inter. It is Raspadori. Everything that I was talking about. So Bernardeschi's not. He just is bad at his job. Anyway, Old Sport, is this the last time I'm going to see you here? If not, I'd love to still have you around. If you want to come on here, I'd love to bring you on here and we can talk camera to camera. I think it would be a lot of fun. It's really good content. I appreciate the content you're creating for us because I just don't understand. David asks, what's wrong with hockey? Also, really, horse racing. I mean, that is a deep cut because horse racing's, yes, the Derby is here, but the most I do is get drunk and gamble my money away there. I don't know anything about it besides that one runs fast as shit. That's what I can tell you. Anyway, we appreciate the support, Old Sport. You're always supporting the channel, and we really do appreciate the love that you show us every single day. Roberto says, by the way, CR7 showed a lack of class and respect to Juventus, and I absolutely think that's fair, and I think that's okay to say. And okay, here's the one thing I want to say. The class word gets thrown a lot around in sports, and no offense, we're probably all drunks that just watch the game, and I'm not really saying I'm a drunk, but I'm just saying overall, there's a lot of drunks people that just go and watch games and who turn into animals because they love sports. You know what I'm saying? So, we can throw the class word out there. The class doesn't matter. But what I'm saying is it was disrespectful to Juventus in the way that he handled it. Though he could have been more upfront with it. There was it seemed like an agreement. I mean, hell, Nedved said he was 100% saying. So if he's 100% saying, you got to believe Nedved. So to me, it was just the way that he handled it. He literally could have, we could have helped usher him out to wherever he wanted to go. Just make sure we were working through it. Torero, I'm reading it now. Okay, why is Justin not reading my comments today? Dude, I believe it. There's so much. There's a lot of comments. And I appreciate all of you guys. And this is the one where, I see what I know you were saying about other channels. It makes it hard. Today, it's a big show. I appreciate everybody that's here. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you hate us, hit that dislike button. Whatever you got to do, whatever makes you feel better, my friend. Old Sport, I think, dropped another one. This one's going to be fun. You might have to stop me because I think I enjoy this kind of stuff too much. You're literally waiting for negative comments to get attention from. It's just bait to get attention and clicks, i.e. Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith level shit. Yeah, whatever.
No, but time out. Didn't we just move on to other players replacing him? We moved on. We moved on from Ronaldo. He's not a part of our team anymore. We don't care.
Yeah.
I'm done. I don't care.
I mean, I'll entertain it, but at the same time, I'm here for the garbage. I'm here for the trash. Anyway, we've moved on. We were talking about other players now who we're going to have to come in. Andrew was saying, how long do we have to wait for Kean and Icard? Estimated answer. I think not long now for Kean, whatever. Moise Kean. I'm just going to say that for now on. I don't think it's going to be long for Kean because, I guess at least from yesterday, it was in the works. When Mino Raiola was in town, they were talking. Icardi, though, is going to be an interesting one because it's kind of a waiting to see what happens.
With Mbappe.
It could literally be at the wire for the Mercado, right? Because you've got all that's going on. We talked about, remember last year, the Federico Chiesa was that surprise at the end gift or whatever that they whatever teased us with. And I was like, okay, this is stupid. Why are we saying this? And then I was very happy when they got it. But Icardi, I wouldn't say that he would be something I'd be happy because he'd be a solid player. Oh, and I know people were asking how could they. The reason you have to get them both anyway is not just because you're replacing Ronaldo, and it's Ronaldo's great. Ronaldo is the greatest player to ever, or the second greatest player to ever play the sport. If you're the guy to the right of me, or
you don't have to lie anymore, man. Messi's the greatest player to ever play. You don't have to lie anymore.
Dude, I'm going to go full pivot. I'm going to full pivot to Messi. I'm going to get Messi stuff in here and just put Messi stuff behind me and just to see if anybody notices, slowly start filtering it in. That would actually, the PSG jersey of his. That's fantastic. Appreciate you, Toniro. Let's see.
Yeah, I think Keane's going to be done pretty quick. And in terms of Icardi, it's a wait and see game. So we're probably we're gonna jump on the first target available. That's actually available.
Yeah,
we'll probably do our best to get Icardi and to see what the situation is there. But I think the management should be like, who's available now? Get him in, try and loan him in, and that's it.
Yeah. So Keane's Kean. Basically put, and this is dramatic, but saying put a check mark on Kean for the most part. And then you look at, so Icardi's that second one, or maybe not second overall, but it's the less easy one. Say Icardi can't happen. Say it won't work out. Who's the backup option that you go for first? Is it a Scamacca? Is it Hazard? Yeah.
I honestly don't think Hazard's in play. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't think he's a thing. In terms of the replacement for Icard, I do think Aubameyang is a thing, and I don't like it, but I do think he is a thing. I don't know how. Yeah, I know, but it is what it is. Yeah. Obviously, Raspador is off the table, and Scamacca's there, but I think he's like 5th on the list.
Yeah.
I honestly would rather not sign Scamacca and just roll with what we got.
Well, and the Scamacca thing's got to be, a lot of it has to be the we don't want to deal with Carnevale again. Like, not all of it, but fair. He's such a pain in the ass. And then, I mean, of course, I don't know which side was being more of a pain in the ass overall, but at the same time, it was pulling teeth. Antonio says, who are most likely to come and replace Ronaldo? Kean, and that's what we're saying right now. Yeah. So, we're basically going that over right now. Can't we get, he said, Kean and another midfielder instead of getting 2 strikers? I don't think so, mainly because the main option is, the reason you need 2 strikers is if somebody gets injured. You don't have Ronaldo, and like I said, I'm not replacing both the firepower, but what I'm saying is you're bringing Kean in, and then also you have Kyle George, who is now, up in J Medical.
Already hurt.
Yeah, already hurt. So you have to have another guy coming in, hopefully, and you just go for the cheaper options. Antonio also says maybe Kean and Donnarumma, that would be nice. Yeah, Donnarumma's not happening, unfortunately. I wish. It's not happening. Torero says that PSG are giving their answer tonight. I don't know that to be fact.
For Mbappe?
I'm guessing. I don't know. I'm guessing whatever. Yeah, if it's some Mbappe deal or whatever's going to happen with that.
TikTok.
Nedba, what's up, my guy? Says that Scamacca is the Regani of the attack. He could be. I don't know. I mean, I can't be honest and say that I have to be honest and say I haven't watched a ton of Scamacca overall. I've seen some highlight stuff, but it's, what you're only going to see, Usman says, how far do you think we'll get in the UCL this season without Ronaldo? I don't want to come
16, just like with him.
Okay, you beat me to it. Okay, thank you. You totally stepped over me, and it worked perfectly, because I was about to say, I was like, I don't want to be that guy, because there's going to be Sport or whoever in here yelling at me. But I think it's the exact same. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you don't lose stuff with Ronaldo, because you definitely lose stuff with Ronaldo leaving. But when it comes to chemistry, when it comes to team performance overall, there are a lot of things that can go differently now when you have guys like Chiesa and Locatelli. It's funny, Locatelli is like, hey, we got Ronaldo the help that he needed with Locatelli, and he's like, peace, I'm good. Yeah. And we needed Locatelli either way. But I still think the it's the same. The same level of what they can reach, I believe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think they're still good enough to get out of the group stage, and then it's a shit show in knockout stages. That's how it always is for Juventus.
Yeah.
Even when we had good teams, we made it hard for ourselves, and we're going to continue to struggle that way because that's who we are.
Yeah, absolutely. Saad was saying, honestly, I'm going to miss him. We can definitely win without him, but having Ronaldo in black and white was really special. That is fair, and that's something that can be said, that having Ronaldo in the league, in Serie A, and what it did for Serie A was big. It was huge. Yes. And that's that's the topic I want to bring up was, not that when I say this, I don't want to sound like I'm contradicting myself. It was disappointing that Ronaldo left, or that he was gone, because of this reason. And the reason it's disappointing is for what it meant for the league. I would say all the clubs should agree with this, because it brought attention to every other club, the Sampdorias, the Sassuolos, or whatever have you of the world. People would tune in to watch him play against them. You're less likely to have that number of people check in on Serie A without him. And then also that we talked about it earlier I think it was earlier this month, where I was basically saying, and not mourning, but basically saying Juventus has to be favorites to win this now, because Inter lost Lukaku, Donnarumma left for PSG. You look at all these bigger star names. I guess if you want to say a star that the Italian national team has, it's Donnarumma. Donnarumma is now, he elevated himself. Before I don't want to say I was downplaying him, but it's always going to be this guy first to me. And it still will. But at the same time, Donnarumma what he brings to the table now. Milan loses that. They have, I guess, the closest you have is Ibrahimovic, who is like in a cardboard. How old is he? He's halfway in the ground. He's like 40. Is he 39 or 38?
I saw a comment that's gonna make you pretty happy.
Okay, let's go through. Let's see. Give me the name.
Something Bukhari, Bukhari.
I'm
near
looking
the bottom probably.
Oh, Usman. They can go far. Not this one, right? Or is it a different one?
No, it's a different one. I think.
Okay. All right.
Near the bottom.
Okay, Usman's pretty good, so let's find it.
Something you mentioned to us earlier.
Oh, Justin. Usman, I have no clue what you're talking about. Did I move my head? I didn't realize that. I'll have to fix that. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. I'll fix it later. Okay, damn it, Usman. Here's what I was doing. I was baiting. I was doing a little bit of baiting, and I was just slightly. It was mainly for not this video because usually my big ass head's in the way, so you can't see it. Of course, Usman would be. It's Usman, right? I'm saying it correctly, hopefully. Because anyway, I thought I was just trying to bait Ronaldo fans to see if they would notice that I put, and also I don't know. I doubt he's here still. But my twin brother was in the chat earlier. He had bought my son a Ronaldo shirt that he doesn't fit anymore. So I have it, right over here by the Del Piero, where it shows that you can see it. Actually, here I'll move it over here. I'll move my camera real quick so you can see it.
The Antichrist.
The Antichrist. Yes. All right. Can I? Oh no! It won't let me go over to it. Oh no. Does it really? It really won't do that? Oh, well, you can kind of see it in the corner.
There it is, Ron.
There it is, Ron, upside down. I did that just as a joke to see if anybody would notice it. But, of course, Usman noticed it and killed the joke early on. And holy crap, this is way too zoomed in. Now it's too much of my big-ass head in there. There we go.
That's good, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, anyway. But, yes, Usman, you caught me. You won the prize. Justin will sort it out. Yeah, you send us your address. Send us your address, your social security number, whatever that the equivalent of that is of your country. Send that to us, and we will send you a gift right away. 267-9680 is Ronaldo and F-Boy. We'll take your calls next. I'm kidding. I'm only kidding, guys. I'm just playing with people. I know people get way too in their feelings about this. Fashiti, or I apologize. Fushti, Fayushti. I apologize. Feisty.
Oh, I gave up with that name. I just said
Maniac.
Maniac.
I think the best defenders we have are Artur, McKennie, Locatelli, and Rabiot. Are you mean midfielders? Because we have better defenders. But yeah. I know what you mean. Okay, where would you put in that list? So where would you put? Would you put Bianconeri over Artur? If you're going
based off last year, probably not. But I think Bianconeri will be better. So. But I also think Arthur's going to be better because they're both just so bad. Not so bad, but Bianconeri was so bad last year. Arthur was not so bad, but he was really boring and safe. So,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think they're all at the same level except for Locatelli. McKennie's probably just a bit better because his effort and his will to play is better. And Rabiot's just technically gifted. Like his technique and technical ability is better than those guys. So.
Yeah, definitely. If you guys are new here, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. I want to make sure I remember to say that throughout the video. I think those are solid. One thing I was going to say with Arthur is, it's just he's a step slower than him. But technically, I feel like he's pretty damn good. Whenever I watch him, he's slower. He's just so slow sometimes. Yeah. Watching him, it's like watching me. No, I can't even say that. I'm even close to that. But you know what I mean. Let's see. Pitta was asking, I wonder how much Juve earned in jersey selling with Tier 7. That's fair. I wonder how much they earned that wasn't knockoff jerseys. Could have been. That's the only thing I bring up. Anyway, but yeah, I would say they probably did a pretty penny with them. Vegeta is asking where you guys are from. He is from Canada. There we go. And I am from United States, Kentucky, which Saad pointed out. Yes, I am from Kentucky. Let's see. Mohammed, what do you think of Hazard and Kean, and can you give a percent each player coming to Juve, please? You'll have to check in for the transfer meter. No, we're not doing transfer meter. I thought we were done, so I wrapped it up. I'm not going to do one anymore unless Alejandro forces me to. But I would say Hazard, what would you put him at, like 20%?
Hazard? I'm going to put 3.
Okay, that low. That's very low.
Yeah.
That is a lot lower than I was expecting. That's fair. Kean, I put him at... Gosh,
I put him at 99.2.
Yeah, I'll go full Momblano, 99.8%. He is going to be... I really wanted to say like 90 because there's always a chance that, the whole situation plays out. But anyway. Comicus is asking, Julian, how old is that flag behind you? It only has 8 Coppa Italia patches.
Oh, yeah, man. I think this is 1996. I think. Check that bad boy out. Wait.
That's awesome.
There it is.
That's sleek. Wait, that's 19
yeah.
What? 96?
I think so, or something like that. I forget.
So who bought that? Or did you buy it after the fact?
No. My dad had one. I know he's a Sampdoria fan, but he
that's why I was...
Basement.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah. I'm going to just say Maniac again, saying who is most likely to join Juventus this Mercado. That would be Locatelli. I feel like it's a pretty good chance that he ends up becoming a Juventus player. No, but I guess overall I'd say, if you're talking still, Kean is the most likely one, I feel like.
Yeah.
You there. Yes. It's a Ronaldo face. It's a Ronaldo face, but yeah, I'm here. Let me go through some of these. I'm trying to find. Okay, Antonio asks, what about Orsolini, Berardi? Any chance of them?
I think Orsolini's going to Fiorentina, and I think Berardi, at any case, is going to stay because Carnevale's he wants money.
Yeah,
and who knows how much people have left.
And they kind of tried to, ask about that last year, and I feel like maybe they're just like, I think we're good. Let's see. I'm trying to go through. See if I hit on somebody I haven't hit on yet. Classics Canuck defending hockey. That makes sense now.
Oh, yeah. A Canuck.
He said if you're a Habs fan...
Habs. Like,
what's Habs?
Les Habitants, Montreal Canadiens.
Uh-huh.
I'm not a Habs fan. I'm a Detroit Red Wing fan.
Oh, yeah. He's an American fan. Seems... He's not a patriot of his own country. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. What about Szczesny being an average goalkeeper? Right now, at their last match, he wasn't even an average goalkeeper.
He's super below average.
Yeah, right now he's not good at all. You're stuck with Szczesny. That's it. You're stuck with Szczesny, and that's what we forgot all about it. We moved on from the whole conversation. I'm sorry, I had to bring this one up just because it made me laugh. I'm going to miss Ronaldo's free kicks. They were so efficient.
Oh, my God. There's a video circling around Juventus Twitter right now. It's like a classic song. And you know how they have like the bad recorders playing and making fun of those songs? They have one of those, and it's just, I'll send it to you after. It's hilarious, man. It's just so funny. He's so bad at the free kicks whenever wall, shank, shank.
It's hilarious. And that's one thing that finally somebody else will get an opportunity, because we talked about it before about how literally, nobody's going to tell Ronaldo no. Who's going to tell him no? They're not going to tell him to sit down. He can walk up there and he'll just say sit down, even if Dybala's out there, even if if I think I finally moved on from it. I think we're good. I don't want to speak his name.
Candyman.
Yes, Pjanic. Even if Pjanic comes back, I feel like, no matter what, Ronaldo would have been like, sit down, I'm taking these. So now we can actually have people that are, maybe decent at them. Again, when I say this stuff, it's a criticism, but it's not I'm not, hating on Ronaldo. Just to clarify that. Max Jet Black was asking, can we get Bayern's main man? Are you talking about
Bobby Lewandowski?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so. I've seen those rumors, but
no.
Yeah, I think right now we don't. He also said, I believe if we don't get anybody, we can win the Scudetto with who we have.
It's gonna be tough. I'm watching Inter the past 2 games.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Inter looks pretty damn good, is the one thing that I will say. What I wonder, I was pretty confident, but I also want to say, like, if we use our same thinking and our same what we were talking about when it came to Ronaldo with our UCL, how far we can get, why not the same for when it comes to Scudetto? You know what I mean? I was confident. I was going to say that Juventus should be the favorites after, I was putting that pressure on them after they lost all those players. Juventus brings in Locatelli. They retained everybody, and then Ronaldo. But then also, is it fair to still say that they should, or should I still be saying that they should be favorites? Yeah. That's my kind of question when it comes to that. Okay, Davide, let's calm it down here. Dybala is not the god of football. He probably thinks that he is, but he is not.
No, Ronaldo's a better player than Dybala. Come on, and in terms of just straight up, in totality, Ronaldo's of course he's better. Can I say something from DiMarzio though? Just like a little quick excerpt of what he said today. Yeah. So this is coming from DiMarzio, who's obviously the Sky Sports guy in Italy. From what I've been able to understand, Ronaldo has never been a leader at Juventus. He has always been individual in his integration into the group. Is that shocking to anybody? What
the fuck have we been saying for the last
Is Sport still here?
Yeah, where's Old Sport? Old Sport, you were in here. Did you just come by to drop your dislike and go? The one thing I am disappointed in is somebody else dropped a dislike but didn't leave a rude comment. If you want to come back and leave that rude comment, or if you're in here and you just like to leave a rude comment, I would like those as well. Those actually get my attention more than anything, and I actually enjoy them. But yeah, no surprise there. We all talked about it. Let's see, Usman was saying that as well. No surprise there. Like, literally, what was I talking about? And I'm not trying to say, like, I'm right, because anybody could see it. Anybody could tell. Like, he wasn't a leader. And what did I say that I wanted to see from Ronaldo? If he stayed with Juventus, I wanted to see somebody who was a leader, who, for his age and for his experience and for his ability to come in and actually be a leader, do what Chiellini does and some of these guys, push them into their position when they're out of position.
Lift them, encourage them.
Get in their face. Yeah, sometimes you need a guy to come in and get in your face, and Ronaldo was not that guy, and that's what kind of infuriated me. Mohammed, I'm sad because
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it just made me laugh. Nothing important, but he just said I'm sad because I want CR7 Jr. in the future.
He's probably gonna be so bad. Like, I know he scored all these goals at little leagues or whatever, but like, come on.
Mm-hmm. I think. Go ahead. You before you talked about that. What were you gonna say?
I'm gonna jump back to the goalie stuff for a second.
Yeah. Uh-oh. He might have to...
And, Romano says Juventus have no interest in Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Sorry?
One sec. Hey. Yeah, give yourself just a sec. You're lagging pretty hard. Once you get back... It's lagging pretty hard right now. Hopefully I'm still good. Let me check. I didn't even have it up, the live stream check, just to see where we're at. Yeah, you're lagging
still
pretty
good to me.
I'm good to you? Okay. You're in. Yeah, it's your end that's lagging a bit.
I think I'm back.
Your voice is. Yeah. You're good. I think you're good now. Okay. Go ahead.
So this is from Fabrizio Romano. Juventus have no interest in Aubameyang. No contacts or talks as of now. Negotiation is ongoing with Everton for Moise Kean as priority if conditions will be agreed in the next hours. Kean would be happy to come back. So, make that 99.99%.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, Moise Kean will be a Juventus player more than likely. And that's what we were talking about a little bit. We were saying the whole conversation that we brought up was, okay, and I'm not trying to spend too much time on this, but it's funny, this whole Ronaldo situation literally distracted almost everybody from what's going on with the goalkeeper. The whole conversation that was at the beginning of the week was, do we start Peding? Do we start him? Do we give him a chance? Oh,
yes. Perfect. Yeah. Good segue. I'm a coach. I've coached 10-year-olds, 12-year-olds, all around. I literally took out my only goalie before and took him off because he was so bad and put a player in net. And this is under 10, under 12. Szczesny was so bad on Sunday that Perrine should be starting, no questions, today or tomorrow.
Okay.
I am a firm believer in that because he was so bad, that Perrine, it's Empoli at home. I'm sure he will not do what Szczesny did on Sunday. He should be starting. Knock some sense into Szczesny.
That's I don't want to say it's a hot take, but that's a pretty strong take, for right there saying that. Because the way I sat and I was like, what do you have? And like Pradine was the option. I guess you have to give him a chance, and that would make sense. But at the same time, I was trying to. I think I had been fed this so much that I was like, Szczesny's what you got. You have to stick with Szczesny. But yeah. I don't even know if Pradine, basically scores for them. He didn't do that. He gave up a penalty, which is basically the same thing though. Let's see. Lincoln is asking, is it worth it to buy another big star? Also, guys, if you haven't hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate all you guys that are still hanging out with us. We're still 80 strong right now. So we've been hitting pretty good numbers, and I appreciate all of you for hanging out and joining us. Again, and also, if you are a Ronaldo fan that's just hanging out and wanting to, see what our opinions are on this, I know there's some that are not as fire with their take that are a little bit more level-headed. I'd like to have a conversation with you as well, so drop a chat in. We're actually able to read them a bit more now. They're coming in a little bit smoother, so I can actually get into it. We don't have our other topics to talk about, but Lincoln was asking, is it worth it to buy another big star, Pogba, Haaland, etc., or should we focus on the smaller prospects to build our team? Awar, Neves, another youngster.
Is that in these next 4 days?
Yeah, that's the question, because if you're asking that,
yeah.
Go
ahead, sorry.
Well, to me, I would say it's the bottom line is the big star, but that means next year.
Yeah.
If you're talking about right now, you just buy a youngster because you're not going to get a Vlahovic or a Haaland right now. It's not happening. There's been stuff I've said before.
I would try and go for Awar now because he is available and he's kind of young still, and he'd be pretty cheap and on a loan to start. Neves is not coming. That rumor got quashed right away. And those two in the first line there with Pogba and Haaland, you got to go guns blazing next year. That's it.
Yeah, I think you start hard from the beginning. You get hard from the beginning. You just penetrate as hard as you can. When you go at Fiorentina, and you go at where's Borussia Dortmund? Is that where he is right now? Right, still there. Haaland.
Yeah, Haaland's on Dortmund.
Yeah, I was like, he's still at Dortmund, right? Yeah, I don't know why. I think because I was so focused in on him back in the 2019-2020 season, and then I felt like this last season half-ish, the way it worked out, it kind of cooled down. I didn't follow him as much, so I was like, did he go somewhere else? Anyway,
he scored today in the 91st minute to win.
Oh, did he? This is the guy. This is my guy. Liam says he sent me the video. Okay, I'll check that out, Liam. I promise. Thank you for sending it to me. I'll definitely check that out this evening for me. Mirko says, I'm telling y'all, market for Juventus is done. We just saved almost $100 million with more than $300 million of debt. I think they're going to try a season like this, maybe do something in January. I strongly disagree with you just because, at least Moise Kean's coming on. We know that for almost about a fact. You can't lose Ronaldo and not bring in another striker. You were looking at adding a striker, period. You were looking at adding Kyle Georgian when you were doing that, and that was when you didn't have, it wasn't the utmost necessity. Now you you definitely need it now. You can't lose, again, and I'll say it, and give him credit, you can't lose your premier striker and not go get somebody else to replace him. It's just, it's not going to work. Let's see.
And Juventus are classically never buy anybody big in January anyway. So at that point, I don't think in January we're going to buy any star because no stars are available in the first place. So I can't see that happening either.
Yeah.
Sorry, Justin, okay?
No. Yeah, I hit the mute and I started to talk. I don't know what. No, it just Alejandro texted to you. I think he meant to you. DiMarzio said Juventus don't want to make a big investment this summer, but they will postpone it for next summer or to next summer. So there it is. They're going to go after we've everybody knows this. We all suspected it, but more than likely, good the small targets. Kean, Icard on loan, and then next year you go hard for Haaland or Vlahovic. Garfield was saying the sad thing about Ronaldo leaving is that he'll be a leader at Man United. Never Juventini. Just wasn't a good match in the complete wrong time. He was not a good fit. He was not a good fit. I don't even know if he's going to be a leader at Man United though. Even with his history and stuff like that, I don't know. Maybe they'll give him the captain's armband because he comes back to Man United and all that. I don't know.
Oh man.
But that would be some shill. That'd be some. Yeah. To me, he's just not a leader. I don't know. David, you get off my shit, okay, bro? He said all of this talk about the man-child. What do we need to do to get just an adult pair of headphones? My bro, these are Beats. I did get them.
Sick.
I like them.
Those
I
are
like
sick.
them.
Yeah.
The reason I have, it's more. I don't know. Okay, it's to draw all attention away from the rest of me. It's like you're focused on the headphones, so you don't see the less appealing everything else that I have going on here. That's what the point is. It's also the main reason I maybe got them on sale at Best Buy, and they were cheaper. Also, I don't know. I kind of liked them. Okay, here's the thing too. The reason I probably did like them. Again, I'm gonna go off on a tangent. I don't know where's Dax. Where's all my guys here? Usually taking me on a tangent for all my crazy questions. They may have gone to bed because it is 6 o'clock. We won't go too much longer. I apologize unless you are you good or do you? Are you
I'm good. I have to coach tonight, but I'm good.
What time do you need to coach?
I need to coach at 7:15, but I can leave here at 6:40, so we're good.
Okay, so maybe to 6:30 tops. We'll say that. We'll do that to be safe.
Yeah.
What I will say, the headphones. The reason I like them is because my local team, the University of Louisville, big fan of them. Not a great couple years. Anyway, they in 2012 they made a Final Four run, and this was at Adidas. And if you're a fan of any other teams, there were Adidas schools in 2012. You probably remember if you're an NCAA basketball fan, and maybe there's a chance that somebody in the chat was. Kansas, Baylor, Cincinnati, all these schools had them, and they were these Euro neon colored jerseys and all that. I think they called it something. I can't remember what they called it. They called it whatever red, but they literally were orange. They were this color orange, and this is red, but it's like an orangey red, whatever, and that's the color of their things. So they were ugly. They were ugly as sin, but they won in them. So now they're one of my favorite uniforms they ever wore. So that's one reason I picked these two. I was like, oh, they're cheap and they're that. It's perfect. Also, go to hell, David. Just kidding. Just kidding. Love you, David. Lars is asking, do you guys think we'll actually get 2 strikers? I started Perrine as well. Oh, he'd start Perrine as well. Yeah, I do think we're going to get 2 strikers. I think, like I said, Kean and then whatever. I mean, there's a chance they could just be like, no, but I think it's going to be 2.
1 definitely. And 2 is a luxury, but I think they could get something done.
Yeah. Andrew was asking a poll. Okay, we could do that. Let me see. Let me get in here. If you want to talk on anything or if you see any chats you want to respond to, let me make this poll. So for everybody that's still here in our video, we have, since we got about 80 people still in here, if you could, let's go ahead. I want everybody to respond to this poll. Let me see. I've never done a poll. It's usually Alejandro who does it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Create a poll. Okay, unless he's made it already. Okay. If you want to say something, that would be great.
Did we talk about Weston McKennie?
Yeah. We have.
Did we talk about Weston McKennie? Okay, so Allegri's presser today obviously did this pre-match press conference for the Empoli game tomorrow. He said today, so whatever that means, that Weston McKennie is not for sale and that he's an attacking midfielder and that we need him. Something I've been saying for the past 2 weeks, ever since his name got plopped up. So it looks like he's going to be staying for the most part, which is a good thing in my opinion. Obviously, no one wanted to fork out the 40 mil that would be required for us to sell him, so that's also another thing. And a 4-3-3 is what I envision. Like not tomorrow because I think Max is still going to use this 4-4-2, what he's used all of preseason, and so far against Udinese.
It's a beautiful formation.
Oh, goddamn. But yeah, I think the 4-3-3 will be used. It'll be either Locatelli register or not, or Hima Mazzala. Weston McKennie is the advanced midfielder, and Arthur Rabiot. I don't know, but not tomorrow. Tomorrow hopefully will be Locatelli, Bentancur, and McKennie. Hopefully.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, guys, we had the poll in there, so if you can go ahead and vote, appreciate that. Sorry it took me a second because I'd never done that before. It's not as hard as I thought it was. I'm just kind of an idiot. But yeah, that is good to hear. I am very glad because what also makes me confused if he says that he's an integral part or an important part because he's an attacking med.
Yeah.
what does that say about these rumors? Who's floating these rumors out? Where does this start from? Where does the fatty can't lose any weight and fatty continues to eat? So we got to get him out of here.
We got some more breaking news. Internet. So, according to DiMarzio as well, Allegri is a fan of Witsel, who could arrive at the club no matter what happens to McKennie. So it's Witsel and Kean maybe.
J Medical is gonna be good. They're rolling. They're never gonna have a day off. They're good to go.
The thing is though, if the compensation is like $4 or $5 million to pay for him, and it's like a 2-year contract, I don't mind him in a defensive responsibility in a certain role. If it's $5 million, and he's gonna earn, let's say less than $5 million a year for 2 years, I'll take that.
Yeah,
it's a stopgap.
Liam over here. Liam's doing it to me. Both Alejandro and Julian are probably going to rip me and say this is a stupid idea. Bring Balotelli in. Bring him in.
Oh my god.
He can be our number 9. He's in peak physical shape. He's good to go, dude. I'd be here for it. I know you said it with a laughing face and this one too, but I would do it.
Bring Balotelli.
Yes, Balotelli. Mohamed said, bro, we'll go all in for Haaland. He's going to be the best player starting from in 3 years, and he'll be the best until like 15 years. Dude, I would love, if we actually get Haaland, I mean, I think he is definitely the, if you're going with Vlahovic is up there in tier-wise, but he could be, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to overhype this kid kind of thing, but like, when you see what he does, like, is he? Would you say like a Ronaldo of the future kind of guy? Not Ronaldo, 100%. But you know what I mean? Yeah, he's that level.
He's 21 years old. He scored 40 goals last year.
Yeah, he's a machine. He's literally a machine.
And he almost has 10 already this year. Mm-hmm. Okay. Also, everyone owes me an apology if we do actually get Haaland.
You all really do. I owe him a sincere apology because I remember the first time you did it. I think it was on this channel. I laughed at you, so that's fair. Mr. Dax, David says, "Can't stop laughing or staring your head." That's fine. It happens. Dax says, "I'm just listening." Well, that's fine. I was just really hoping you're gonna have some of those.
He's probably listening in the bathtub.
In the tub. Veronica, who has a Ronaldo thing, says one thing about Juventus is that they have the best fan base. So I appreciate that. All love to you. Veronica, that is a Ronaldo picture, right? And my eyes it looks like him. It looks like man in peak physical condition. So I would imagine that would be him. I'll say him. I'll give him that. He definitely has that. Are you, Veronica, were you a Ronaldo fan first, or are you a Ronaldo fan first? Let me know. I'd appreciate that. Okay, Ryan, I apologize. I've ignored it. I didn't mean to. I saw it a couple times and I got distracted. Says, what do you think if we get Kean and Orsolini? I don't think you said Orsolini's going to Fiorentina, though,
I'm
right?
pretty sure Orsolini's on his way to Fiorentina at this point, but Kean on his way to us at this point. So, I think it's obviously good that Kean's coming, and for Orsolini, again, he doesn't really push the or what's it called?
Move the needle.
Move the needle for us. Mm-hmm. Like. He'd be okay for Serie A games, but I never seen him play at an international stage. So, yeah.
I mean, I'd be happy. I mean, I'm happy with Kean. Orsolini, you could sell me on Orsolini, is what I would say. I'd say that. I don't know if it's not going to change Juventus's outlook that much drastically, is what I'd say. But he could be a solid option. Of course, the times that I've seen him play well were against Juventus, which is usually what happens with every player.
Yeah.
Lars said was great to hear from Allegri and McKennie. He was a bright spot last year on the midfield, and want to see what he can do this year. Absolutely. And again, I know we have a few guys, and they're loyal members of the Bianconeri Zone YouTube channel community, who have gone after me a little bit, saying about me being a fanboy, like I'm a fanboy for, or like I say of people being fanboys for Ronaldo, and I don't think that's the truth. What I'm saying though is I just think he's a solid player who definitely can bring a lot for the club going forward.
Yeah, and he's a very good squad player.
But I'm not saying don't sell him or whatever. Like if they were to get offered 45 mil or something like that, or 40 mil, I'd say that's fine. Sell him. Yeah, you made a decent wage. I'm just saying 25 when you just bought him for 18 does not make sense to me.
Correct.
And I think he brings enough right now that we can keep him. Let's see. Justin's getting sacked for his Balotelli crap. Who are you going to have on here besides me? Who are you going to have leading this? I mean, Julian does great, but Julian's got a day job. I have a fake job that can let me come in here, and I can come in and do these videos for you. So who are you going to get? Are you going to come up on here? I'm going to have, one day I'm just going to quit, and it's just going to be Alejandro's going to have to start doing this, and he's going to be like, hey, guys.
Very soft-spoken. This guy sucks.
But then,
get this guy out of here.
The best part, he'll be more soft-spoken and more, he'll sound way nicer than I sound when I'm talking, but he's going to come in with the most fire fucking takes. And they're going to be like, he's ass, your ass, everybody's ass, whatever.
Barak in Dutch means you're garbage or something, whatever you said today about Antolin Barak of Hellas Verona.
Right? Garfield says that Haaland is Zlatan's firstborn child. Could be. Maybe.
The age makes sense.
Who's was asking, will we do business with Jorge Mendes again? What other who is players? I don't know off the top of my head. I don't follow agents.
A lot of Portuguese guys are his. You can go on Transfer Market and see whose lists of clients are. Actually, if you want to talk, I can.
Yeah, we can do that. I'm going to go through a couple more while he's doing that just to get through.
Yeah.
Vegeta says, I always thought Julian is Justin and Justin is Julian. No, I am Justin. Just so you see, my mouth is moving. Justin's the bald guy. Julian's the guy who looks like Rugani. And then, ever since, I can't remember who said it. One of you guys said it, and I appreciate it. It made me laugh. Kareem says, so guys, Juve strategy is to get Kean because easy and cheap. The next summer, top attacker. It seems that way. And the thing is, too, I don't want to undersell Moise Kean because a lot of people are saying he's just easy and cheap. Dude, I mean, I'm glad you can get him cheap because remember they wanted to sell him for 40 mil not that long ago. And now they're looking at, so basically Juve can kind of make we could say they made 5 mil off of him if they bring him back for 25.
We sold him for what, 27? I think that was the figure.
It was something like that. It was close to 30.
Imagine we got him for 25 and he just got better. Like he's gotten better.
Yeah, he has gotten better.
Cheaper.
Dude, he was a solid player. He's called up for the Azuri squad now.
Yep.
He was called up for this coming week, so we can watch him coming weeks, I guess, when they play that.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting to watch. But yeah, no, I don't want to undersell him. I think he can be a solid striker for Juventus. Yep. That's my personal opinion. So go ahead.
Yeah, his clients are literally the Portuguese national team, and so you got Ruben Diaz, Bernardo Silva, Fabinho, João Cancelo, Ederson, Andre Silva, Ruben Neves, Diego Jota, Pedro Neto, Ricardo Pereira, Renato Sanchez. So remember we were trying to get Renato Sanchez. Apparently that's probably not going to happen. I actually think it's not a good situation for those two, right? Like Agnelli and Mendes.
Yeah. Aries brings up, and I enjoy bringing this conversation up, so I do. Aries, I know Julian's nemesis, basically says there's nothing wrong with being a normal fan of a football legend. And I'm imagining you are a Ronaldo fan. Is that correct, Aries? I know you've been here, though. You're a good part of our community and our channel. I appreciate you hanging out with us and joining us. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts on it. So, tell me, and if you can, please, because every time I ask this question, most people just don't respond. And when I say this, it's not a question to attack anybody. It's me asking this question seriously. So, Aries, say Ronaldo retires tomorrow instead of going back to Man United. What do you What would be the game plan? Do you follow somebody else's in a single player, or do you do like a lot of people do? And this is why I say it's a serious question, because I know some people who've done it before with colleges. They like one player a lot. Say somebody played at Louisville. Say Daryl Griffiths or whatever one. Anyway, there's big players who played at Louisville. Okay, say you like that one player. Say that he retired, or after NBA, and you stick with that NBA team that he was playing at. Like, say he was playing at Los Angeles and then he retired. Do you stick with that team, or do you find somebody else and follow them from team to team? I'm curious. And when I say that, I don't mean this as any kind of negative thing. Does that make sense, Julian?
That makes a lot of sense. I think a bunch of Ronaldo fans are going to transfer over to Mbappe or Haaland.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I can see that. No, you call me fat for sure. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
no. Justin. No, I think what he's saying is, well, also if you look at, hey, I'm fine, it's true, but also Higuain, he's bald and has a beard now too. Like he shaved his head and all that. So that's fair.
Miami, yeah.
Let's see. What about Felix Mendez, his agent, by the way, and also want to buy Vlahovic? Are you talking about the one that we just sent out, or is that what you talking?
Is it Joao Felix from Atletico Madrid?
Oh, okay. And also, that's what I thought. Oh, see, I thought he meant. Oh, maybe that's what he meant. I was thinking about Felix Correa because so many people would say Felix Correa.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have to clarify that, my guy. Arias is not a Ronaldo fan, FYI. Okay, never mind. So you can't answer my question that I was interested in. So never mind.
I know no one answers that when we ask that.
I appreciate. Well, he can't answer it because he says he's not a Ronaldo fan, so that's fine, and I can understand that. Let's see. Clement says,
"Sorry, I think they will go to being, like I said, Mbappe or Haaland fans. That's what I honestly think is going to happen to those people."
Well, I could see that. Clement says, "Please don't talk about Hazard or Jovic, otherwise I have to leave." That's fine. Borna, a lot of people agree with you that we'd love to buy Vlahovic. Yep. Clement goes back and says, rumors say that Vlahovic wants to play at Juve.
Great.
There's always rumors, though. There's always rumors like that, so I don't know. I'm hoping. I do like Vlahovic. Okay, Dax is back from his bath. Says Vlahovic and Donnarumma or Haaland and Pogba. Are you trying to tell us to pick between the two?
I'm going Haaland and Pogba any day of the week. I know Justin's going to pick the first two because of Donnarumma.
It's hard for me because it's not fair though. Actually, it's a very good question because you look at it. Here's the thing: Vlahovic and Donnarumma together have maybe a more. Well, I don't know that because injuries could always come to play. I was thinking that who could be more long term, but then Haaland is young, and then Pogba, who's the oldest one there. So I'm just looking at it and I'm like, which one would I pick?
In terms of youth, the first two, obviously, but in terms of absolute quality, Haaland scores 40+ goals a year, and he's 21 years old.
If you're looking at winning a Champions League, and Donnarumma could help you do that, and so maybe Vlahovic could too, but Haaland and Pogba would be the duo to go with if you want to win Champions League, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kareem said, what time is it? Okay, we got 10 more minutes and then we're out of here, guys. Appreciate it. We've had a pretty good, strong stream with a lot of you guys hanging around here. It's been about 80, 90 all day. I was shocked. Thank you guys for hanging out. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Please join our community. We'd love to see your, well, I guess not see your faces, but see your comments every day. If you have a picture of your face, then we'll see your faces. Also, maybe we can find out a way in the future to get you guys more involved down the line. Usman was saying when Ronaldo retires, his fans will make a religion where Ronaldo is their god.
Probably.
There's a chance. Let's see. Let me get through a few more of these. Oh, yeah. We saw the Witzel news. We know, Liam, you're very excited. Okay. Arias says...
He's so desperate for a Belgian guy to come.
He is. He really is. And, I mean, I can get it. When I say that, here's the thing, too. As an American, it was cool. I remember last summer when they talked about Weston McKennie, because I didn't really know much about Weston McKennie before that, besides him being my cousin. And when we went through that, I went there and I said, like... I was like, oh, that's cool to add him. I was like, yeah, it doesn't mean much to me. Also, if you know, I mean, obviously, if you're on here, you know I'm invested in more of the Italian players. American, great. It has been a cool experience, though, to buy a shirt of my favorite club with Weston McKennie on the back, an American player, the first American player to ever play for them. So I can understand people that are of a certain, from different places would want that. Oh, and then Arias responded saying, I just believe in people reacting who have, believe in respecting people who have accomplished much in life. I mean, I respect him. I'm not saying I don't respect him.
Yeah, we respect Ronaldo, but we don't respect what he did to us in the last 5 months, which is totally fair.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a really shitty way to go out. That was 100%. It's a shitty way to do it. Borna disagrees with you. They say Vlahovic and Donnarumma are the way to go. So... somebody disagrees with you finally. Okay. And then says funny parts is those so-called Ronaldo fans don't even watch half the games, but they bleep off to every post
they do stuff.
Yeah, they do stuff to his posts. I could have read it, but I just it made me laugh. Okay, Adnan, we'll say that. Borna brings up a good point. And that is kind of like, to me, it is weird that Juventus without an Italian first goalkeeper is kind of weird because that's so much of the history of what. And again, you could see I got a little bit too excited real quick, and I jumped up and I started getting into it. Yeah. But it is important to me, I don't know.
Remember that year with Alex Manninger?
Yes.
That was sick.
Just that's why I would prefer to have it. It literally lined up perfectly. It lined up perfectly, guys. Anyway, is it Weston McKinney's birthday today? I don't think so.
Yeah, the 28th. Yeah.
Oh, is it really? Oh, well, happy birthday, Weston McKinney.
Saturday, like tomorrow,
Oh, I guess for people,
Europeans, it's tomorrow. Or
for
today.
everybody else,
tomorrow.
everybody else, it's already today. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Obviously, some people can't tell that a lot of the Ronaldo comments are pure banter. Explain. Okay, when you say banter, that's a European term, right? More to
like
say banter,
screwing around, joking around.
like it's just bullshit. It's like jokes. Are you being like, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I agree. Sorry, I know people have said that. You all have said it in the text, and I'm just over here, but as an ugly American, being like, yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. But I imagine, I feel like I could read into it what you meant, but I just wasn't fully sure. Hey, thanks guys, appreciate it. 91 likes, 2 dislikes. Only 2 dislikes compared to Julian's like 45 that he had yesterday.
I had 45 yesterday. That's crazy.
Okay, I don't know what it was, but yeah. FKPMP says McKinney was a beast last season. I think the only problem is that he isn't focusing that much on the gameplay. I don't
say what is there to see from that? Like,
yeah, I think people are reading so much into it and just thinking that like he literally is just, I don't know, I think they just think he's just doing Harry Potter stuff all day and night. That's what it is. Anyone know that Super Ronaldo fanboy Daniel from Twitter, or is it just me? It was only I don't know. I haven't seen it. There's a lot of them, dude.
I know the guy who plays golf.
Is that what they're
Dan like 777 or something?
Oh, that guy. Yes, he has gone at me.
He's a tool.
Okay, yeah, I do know what you're talking about. He's gone at me multiple times because I gave Ronaldo like a 5.5 rating multiple times because he was not good for multiple times.
Yeah.
Aries says, I'm still going to support Juve, just a rough start, not what I had in mind. No, it has. I mean, it's not been a lot in mind for a lot of us. But, you know, that's what makes us fans is we stick through the hard times no matter what. But, yeah. Let's see. Where was it? Oh, David said Julian got roasted yesterday on the dislikes.
I was extremely harsh in my like opening statements, though. I was.
You were. You went.
It was the truth.
You went about it a little bit differently than I would have. You came out firing and got all the dislikes early. Hey, let's actually. We have 5 more minutes. If we can get 5 more likes to get us to 100, that'd be awesome. Really appreciate you guys. So, hey, if you guys could do that for us, we tried to do it a little bit longer of a show for you guys today to hang out, talk Juventus. Yeah. So if we could just get 5 more likes, that's all we ask. It's just 5 more likes, please. Yeah. Please, sir. Can I have some more?
Yeah. One thing before we continue, we will be doing live stream of the game like after the game. Like a reaction to it, the game tomorrow, so tune into that.
Yeah,
the game's at 2:45 EST, that's or Eastern Standard Time. Mm-hmm. Obviously, in Europe, it's going to be 8:45, or in England at 7:45, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So that puts us, that'd be good for that.
So right after the game, we'll probably be on. Sorry.
Oh no, I appreciate it. Okay, one more of you people. We thank you guys. We got to 99 likes. Just need one more. Just need one more. That's all we asked for. Just one more, please. Please, sir. Just one more. Let's see. Okay. Borno's asking, do you guys see Chiesa as a Del Piero heir? Or however it's... Yeah, you got it right. You got it right.
That's right, yeah.
What are your thoughts when they say Chiesa is a Del Piero heir?
Kind of different positions.
Mm-hmm.
If he stays as long as Del Piero did, I'm not sure. I'm going to say no, only because of the positioning and if the longevity of Del Piero was incredible. Like, Chiesa came as a 22-year-old. Yeah. I know that's still young, but Del Piero started really young, and he left, like, really old. Mm-hmm. So, it is, like, I don't think Chiesa could get... His prime might be better than what it is, that Del Piero's was.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of legendary status and longevity, I don't think so.
Yeah. Oh, we got our 102 likes. We're out of here, guys. No, just kidding. I appreciate it. We are going to wrap it up here in just a sec because I know our boys got to go coach. But I just want to get through a couple more. Liam said, I remember 3 weeks ago. Oh, wait. I will come back to answer that question myself because I didn't do that. Liam says, I remember 3 weeks ago you were asking for 30 likes. See how good job. good job, guys. Hard work pays off. I appreciate it. Hard work pays off, but really a lot of it has to do with just the support that you guys have shown our channel. We love it. We hopefully that we can keep on growing and keep bringing you at least subpar to good content every once in a while. Anyway, Borna, what you were saying to you guys see Chiesa del Piero error. My tongue just went crazy. Anyway, what I would say though is, obviously, I agree with Julian when it comes to the position being differently. What I would say is, like, I brought this conversation up before, where players like Chiesa and Locatelli that come into Juventus that have that heart and that you can see that they have that Juventus love. This is going to be real cringy, the whole conversation, what I'm saying, though. But it could be something like what Del Piero and Buffon were to me. Guys that loved Juventus, that wanted to come in Juventus, be at Juventus, who supported Juventus through Calciopoli and everything that went on with that, who stayed with the club. It's those guys that are dedicated to the club that really that had that buy-in for me. So I'd say that they could potentially not as the player in the position and the accolades when it comes to that, but I'd say be the heir to what Del Piero means to guys like me for the next generation. That's what I would say. But yeah, it's big shoes. It is. I mean, they're the biggest shoes to fill at Juventus. Del Piero. No, I don't know anybody can really live up to it. If Chiesa does it, I mean, I love Chiesa already, so we'll see. Vacant says, I want a Regis to end. Moisekin, please. I think more than likely you're looking at a striker. I don't think we're probably
Witzel.
Yes, your mom says did give it to me. Or your mom defined. Your mom gave me an answer that I was looking for.
Clip that, Ale.
He's probably not even paying attention anymore. Your mom gave me an answer I was looking for. It said banter, the playful and friendly exchange of teasing remarks. Thank you. I appreciate it. Anyway, let's see, a couple more and then we are done. I apologize, guys, but we do need to get out of here. We've been doing this for a while. Saad says, hey, Julian, we got your back. I'm 6'6". I'll take him for you. Hey, that's what. Hey, just come on over here. We'll just have you fight our battles for us. Dax, in a 4-3-3 formation makes the best lineup, including all legends. Okay, really, Dax? Now you come in with these?
I'll do that.
Okay, you do it right now, and then that's what we'll go out on.
All right. In goal, obviously, Gigi Buffon. Good night, Liam.
Yes.
Left back, I'm going to Zambrotta. Then we'll have Cannavaro and Scirea. I'll have right back as Thuram. I hate that guy. He's saying strictly 4-3-3, right?
Yeah.
So I'll go on as a left winger, I guess, Nedved. I'll go up top. I guess I have to go Del Piero, right? Or can I put him right wing? See?
It's your formation, bro. Your formation.
I'll go Ravanelli and Del Piero with Nedved up top, all those three. And then I'll go in the middle. How can I not? That's tough. I'll go Pirlo, Davids, and Zidane. Oh, no, I left out Platini.
Oh, yeah.
So take out Ravanelli, Del Piero up front. Let's put Platini as a right wing. Done.
Okay, there you have it. I'm not gonna waste your time with that. I like what he had. It's 6:31. I didn't want to keep you past 6:30. Thank you everybody for joining us today. Thank you again for all the support that you guys have brought to the channel. 104 likes. I'd never really expected out of a couple of times that we've gotten it. We've been lucky, so we appreciate all the support. Just having, for more likely, I know it was Ronaldo departing day, but overall, just the support you guys have shown the channel has been immense. So thank you all for tuning in. Make sure if you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Also, follow Bianconeri Zone at Bianconeri Zone on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me at Justin Sofro on Twitter, and follow my boy Julian Genotti at 151 at Genotti151 on Twitter as well. Forza Juve, Forza Bianconeri. We'll see you guys, well, I guess tomorrow for the game.
Yep.